Okay. Good morning. The experiment that we are performing is estimation of zinc ions in 250 cm cube of solution, unknown solution using EDTA. Okay. Now this involves three steps. First step is preparation of standard solution of zinc sulfate. Second step is standardization of EDTA solution, and the third step is estimation of zinc. Okay. Now we will start with the first step. We will prepare the standard solution of zinc sulfate. For this, I have taken approximately 3.6 grams of zinc sulfate in a weighing tube. I am going to keep it on this balance. See, whatever weight I get, I note down here. Now this is the weight along with bottle. Okay. Now I am going to transfer this zinc sulfate crystals into the standard flask completely onto the funnel which is on the standard flask. Okay, completely. Afterwards I close it. Okay, ensure that the reading is 0. Keep it again and take the weight. So it is about 9.19. So the difference in the two weights will give you the mass of zinc sulfate that is taken here. Okay. Next step is we have to dissolve this in water. So I am going to dissolve this in water. For that, what I do is, see, I lift the funnel slightly, put some water on this so that the solid is completely transferred into the flask. After it is transferred, I put a little excess of water so that all the particles sticking to the surface of the funnel go down, and I am going to clean the lower part of this funnel and keep it aside. Okay. Now I have to ensure that the crystals that is inside the flask is completely dissolved in water to form a solution, and that solution will be a solution of zinc sulfate, and I can take it as standard solution because I will be able to calculate its molarity using the weight of zinc sulfate that I have chosen. Okay. I have to ensure that it completely dissolves. Once it is completely dissolved, no solid particles are seen, I can fill it full with water. Okay. I am going to add distilled water to the maximum, that is, it is indicated by a mark. Now I will shake it thoroughly again. Shake it thoroughly again. Okay. So now this solution is ready. This is standard solution of zinc sulfate. Now I am going to take a conical flask, pipette out 25 ml of this solution. Okay. Before I pipette out, I must rinse this pipette with a small quantity of the solution. Okay. Take a very small quantity of the solution. Rotate the pipette all around so that the solution will stick to its walls everywhere. Now throw it back into the sink. Okay. Now dip it in the solution and dip it out. Right. So use this finger. Which finger? You can see there. Right. Hold it tightly. Remove the pipette outside the level of solution and slowly release the finger so that it goes down and reaches the mark. So now it is ready. I will transfer it into the conical flask. Don't blow it, just allow the solution to flow on its own, and in the end, tilt the conical flask to one side, touch the pipette 2 times to the upper clear surface, so that a little amount of liquid will be left here. Okay, you can ignore that. The pipette volume is 25, excluding that part. Now, this solution, I have to add about 3 ml of buffer. So this is ammonium chloride buffer. I need to add about 3 ml of it. Okay, need not be very accurate, little more or less it is okay. Roughly around 3 ml we need to add. And then add a pinch of the indicator. Now this is eriochrome black indicator. This is eriochrome black made into, let us say, a dilute solution, solid solution, by mixing it with sodium chloride. Okay, add little of the indicator and ensure that you can see that violet color. Okay, it is the wine red color. Okay. Now I will start the titration. Okay, this solution has wine red color. Now I have to titrate this against this. Now what you have in the burette is the EDTA solution, that is whose concentration we need to know. Its concentration is not known to us. So we need to find the concentration of this EDTA. Now this EDTA is nothing but disodium salt of EDTA dissolved in water. Okay. Now I am going to run down this slowly. Slowly, you can use one left hand for rotating this knob and right hand for continuously shaking, and you need to swirl the solution around. Okay, and you can see there the solution color is wine red. It should change to blue near the end point. Okay, let us add slowly with constant shaking. You will know that the end point is approaching. The color slowly becomes light. Right. Now it is complete. You can see the wine red solution has changed into blue. Now this is the end point. Okay. Now record the burette reading. Record the burette reading. It is something like 20.6. So record this burette reading and I will tell you about the calculation later on. Okay. Now, in the second part, what I must do here is, generally what we do is, we give you a standard solution of this one. This is actually a standard solution of zinc sulfate prepared by us, but for the students this is unknown solution. Its concentration is not known. What we normally do is, we pipette out about 25 ml of this, roughly around 25, it can be anywhere between 20 and 25. Mark is somewhere here. Okay, I have chosen 25 ml. I'll take it in this standard flask. Now, in the examination, what is normally done is, the examiner gives you this solution of a varied volume between 20 and 25. Okay. Now the student will have to take it as a known solution. The volume that is given will not be known to the students. Now I have taken, let us say, about 25 ml of this, and it is for the part 3 for estimation of zinc. This is the unknown solution. Now I am going to make it up to the mark by adding distilled water. have to be very careful here while adding water. Ensure that you don't go above the mark. I forgot to mention in the first part. I am telling you here, you have to be very careful while adding. See, you can add up to the rim, okay, faster, and beyond that you need to be a bit careful. Keep the mark to your eye level. Add it drop by drop. See? One drop at a time until it reaches the mark. Few drops are required. Okay, you can check here. When you make it up, what you have to ensure is the lower meniscus, that semicircle, right? That is the mark of the solution, should be just above the line. Okay, you must be able to see that line. Right? Now it is perfect. Close it with a stopper, okay, turn it upside down, shake it thoroughly, do it 2 or 3 times and ensure that it is thoroughly mixed. Okay, now this unknown solution is ready. Okay, remember the first one, we prepared zinc sulfate solution using zinc sulfate crystals. Okay, you have weighed that zinc sulfate crystals, so that means you know the mass of zinc sulfate, you can calculate the molarity of zinc sulfate. Now this zinc sulfate solution is unknown solution, it is given to you in the standard flask, and that volume what is given is known only to the examiner. If you don't know it, okay, it is the examiner's prerogative to give you a definite volume depending on the solution which he has prepared, okay, he or she has prepared. Now I have to perform another titration now with this unknown solution. Okay. First time I did only one trial. Actually, you are supposed to, let us say, take at least 3 trials and ensure that you get 2 concordant readings. Same thing I am going to tell about this. You will have to perform at least 3 trials so that you get 2 concordant readings. Now what I am doing here is, I will perform one trial and show it to you. And remember, I have used a different pipette which I have not used in the first part. Okay, the pipette I use in the second part should be different from the first one. Otherwise, the pipette, if I am using the same pipette, I need to clean it thoroughly, then rinse it with distilled water, rinse it with the same zinc sulfate solution, and then use it for pipette. Okay, so finally I touch the upper part of the conical flask so that now it is completely taken inside the conical flask. Now I have to fill the burette, because every time when I start a titration, you need to start from 0, because you will have a uniform error. So now it is 0. Now to this zinc sulfate solution, in a similar manner what I did first, I must add roughly around 3 ml of buffer solution that is prepared by using ammonia and ammonium chloride solutions. Okay, then I am going to add indicator, few crystals, so that the color of the solution turns wine red, not very dark, not very light, somewhere in between. Now I can do the titration similar to how I did in the first one. Okay, so I will start adding it into this solution, and you know what is the end point? The wine red should change to blue. Do it slowly and ensure that you get the color change towards the end point by a single drop. Okay. See, there is still some wine red tinge in the solution. Add one more drop. Right, now it is completely blue. Now it is ready. Okay, record the burette reading and repeat for concordant values. Now this is something like 16.0. Right, so that is the second burette reading. Okay, now the experimental part is over. Now what we should do is do the calculation. Four different calculations to be performed. The first one is calculation of molarity of zinc sulfate solution. For that, you need to substitute the mass of zinc sulfate, which is obtained through weighing the, okay, we have taken the bottle before the crystal is transferred and after it is transferred, the difference will give you this mass of zinc sulfate. Multiply it by 4 because this is prepared in 250 ml and we need to have the mass of zinc sulfate in 1 liter. Okay, so in 250 ml I have weighed. So in order to convert it into 1 liter, I multiply it by 4 and divide this by the molar mass of zinc sulfate. Okay, zinc sulfate, the formula is ZnSO4 7H2O. Substitute the atomic masses of all the elements, then get the molar mass. Okay, so that you can substitute it. So if you simplify this, you get the molarity of the standard zinc sulfate solution that you have prepared. Then use this molarity of zinc sulfate that you have calculated to determine the molarity of EDTA solution. Okay, that EDTA solution is given to you, its concentration is not known or not given to you. You need to determine using this formula. So molarity of the standard zinc sulfate, volume of the standard zinc sulfate that you have pipetted is 25 ml, you know. Volume of EDTA, you get it as the burette reading, substitute and get the value of molarity of EDTA. Then third calculation is molarity of zinc ion solution, that is the unknown zinc solution. For the third part, I have given you, you know, I have chosen a concentrated zinc sulfate solution in the standard flask that will be given as unknown solution. So I want to determine the molarity of this zinc ion solution. For that, you have to use the molarity of EDTA that you have calculated now in the second step and use the volume of EDTA as the burette reading during the titration and this volume of zinc ion, that means you have taken only 25. So you will get the molarity of zinc solution. Okay, and then finally you need to estimate the amount of zinc in the ions, that solution that you have chosen, and that too in 250 cm3 because you have chosen a 250 ml standard flask. What you should do is you take this molarity of zinc ion solution that you have calculated here, substitute the atomic mass of zinc and divide this by 4. So if you don't divide it by 4, you get it in 1 liter. Now if you divide it by 4, you will get in 250 cm3 solution. So that is the completion of the experiment. Thank you.